are you doing some spring cleaning in your closet? Do you have some clothes that maybe other professionals could possibly use? Well, imagine trying to get a job, but you can't really afford an outfit appropriate for the interview. That's when the Bottomless Closet opens their doors.
And Jerry Kavanaugh is the coordinator and joins us to explain more about this incredible service. Welcome to the
Thank you.
Morning Blend and the Yellow Couch.
So it's been around for 10 years. You've been with it for 4 years. What an amazing organization to give someone just that little extra lift, maybe just to feel a little bit better about themselves when they go for something like a job interview.
Absolutely. It's really important for them to have the confidence that everybody else would have going for that job, and we all know how important it is to make that first impression. So clothes are so important.
In all these years, I mean, do you have any idea how many people you've helped?
Well, we do about 500 referrals a year. So I've been there 10 years, 4 years. So since I've been there, that's a good number. So 500 people a year we're giving clothes to.
That's awesome.
And we're speaking today to those who need the clothes and to those who have the clothes to give. So for those who are cleaning out their closets, what kind of specific items would be appropriate for?
Well, right now we're really short on plus size men's clothing. So very large shirts, suits. Always need men's shoes. We never seem to have enough of men's shoes. We certainly have enough women's shoes because women have more than one pair. They have hundreds. But men usually just have a couple pairs, so I don't get a lot of donations of men's shoes. On the women's side, you know, we're always looking for plus size clothing or really tiny clothing. That in between size we seem to get a lot of. But like the size 2, the size 4, the size 24, we don't get enough of that.
Okay.
And then like the size 10 shoes, we don't get that, or 11, 12. I had a woman in yesterday needing a size 13, you know, I just don't have that. We're always looking for new undergarments, so new bras, new underwear. We always need socks, and I share socks with our shelter. So as you know, a person that's homeless, the main thing that they need are socks.
Right, and so if someone just wants to help out, there's nothing wrong with buying some new stuff and donating it either.
Absolutely, we really like that.
Right.
We love that. So we have 2 shelters, so if I can't use it, I try to give it to our shelter to use. So we have a women's shelter and then a shelter for the mentally ill, chronically homeless.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So you might not, I mean, obviously we're focusing here on anything that would be appropriate in a professional setting.
Yes.
But if somebody has something else too, then it will still have a home.
Right.
Okay.
I don't suggest donating like bathing suits and things like that because then it's an extra work for me. But if I get like sweatpants or t-shirts, I can always find a home for those. You know?
I bet you have some really great stories of people who you've helped, who you've seen through the process, maybe have come back and told you.
Well, I have one great story of a woman, you know, she lived in Shorewood, she was very successful, then found herself down on her luck and came to the closet and just was very emotional about how she was the one 5 years before that was donating to the closet, and now here she was as a recipient, and you know how emotional she felt about that, but she was so appreciative to be able to get the items.
That's got to feel good.
Yes, it does.
It's so true. I mean, life is so constantly changing. You never know when you could find yourself in the exact same situation.
I'm thankful every day, believe me.
And when we have, it's, you know, important to give during those times.
It is important.
So how can people then make their donations?
Okay, donations by our appointment only because it's just me in the closet by myself. I do get volunteers now and then. So all they have to do is call me at 414-270-2984 and make an appointment with me. I am pretty fussy. I'm really looking for quality items because I don't want a person to feel like we're just giving them just any old item. I want them to feel really good about the interview.
If you missed that, we're going to put that number up on the screen here in just a second again. But give words of encouragement here. If people, I think, oftentimes feel a little bit tentative, maybe even embarrassed to take advantage of a service like this. But this is really, honestly, this is the thing that could lift you, you know, above the bar for an employer.
And in the way that people come to the closet is they're referred by a social agency. So if they're working with, you know, a group called ResCare or Center for Self-Sufficiency or the Milwaukee Urban League, they get a referral from that organization. Normally that organization is also helping them with their resume. So they're helping them with their resume and then they're coming to me to get the clothing and they do mock interviews with that organization. So it's the whole, and it's so easy to get a referral. I've had people call me and say they don't know where to get the referral, and I've been their referral because I don't want anybody to call and not be able to get services.
Put all the pieces together for somebody to help them find employment. It's so amazing and important. And again, we're going to put the number up on the screen for you for Community Advocates. It's communityadvocates.net, and you can go to, again, call 414-270-2984, 414-270-2984. We'll
Thank
have
you
that
so much.
information
Oh, you're welcome.
for you on our website too.